India sets a record high in new COVID cases, 2,34,000, and for the third straight day, over 2 lakh cases daily, 1,341 deaths amid shortages of hospital beds, medical oxygen and COVID-19 medicines. Prime Minister Modi holds a COVID review meeting. The Maharashtra Chief Minister calls the Prime Minister in the wake of a shortage of medical oxygen and remdesivir in the state. He was told he could not speak with Prime Minister Modi as he was on a campaign tour of West Bengal, says the Shiv Sena. Despite a year to prepare, India has been caught off guard again. Sonia Gandhi slams the centre over the government's handling of the second COVID wave, targets the government over the shortages of vaccines, medicines, hospital beds and even medical oxygen now. 24,000 cases in a day in Delhi, confirms the Chief Minister. This after a week of night curfew and 1 day of weekend curfew. 24% positivity rate in the national capital. That means 1 in 4 people testing are turning positive. And after the COVID cases at the Kumbh Mela set off alarm bells, the Prime Minister appeals for a symbolic Kumbh. But in Bengal, at an election rally, the Prime Minister says he is elated to see the crowds gathered.
मैं जहां देख सकता हूं मुझे लोग ही लोग दिखते हैं, बाकी कुछ दिखता ही नहीं। क्या क्या कमाल कर दिया आप लोगों ने।
Hello and welcome. Prime Minister Modi has held a meeting with top central government officials to discuss the coronavirus pandemic and the national vaccination drive. That's India's race against time to vaccinate its citizens, even as we've gone from 1 lakh to 2 lakh cases in just 11 days. Just this morning, India has reported over 2 lakh new COVID cases for the third consecutive day. And it's let's go across to Himanshu Shekhar. Himanshu, 2 lakh COVID cases for 3 days continuously, and we're seeing India's already battered healthcare infrastructure on the verge of collapse, with hospitals overflowing, doctors disillusioned, fatigue, central medical equipment, ventilators, oxygen cylinders, all of them in perilously short supply. What was decided at this review meeting?
Sara, 3 very clear directives from the Prime Minister to the officials today. 1, stop the misuse and black marketing of remdesivir, which is a very, very critical vaccine today in this fight against COVID-19. Prime Minister was also briefed about the efforts that are being made to ramp up the production of remdesivir. And as you know, that India now has an installed capacity of around 38 lakh vials per month. The Prime Minister was told that efforts have now been initiated, and by May, India will be in a position to double its production of remdesivir, which is a very, very critical vaccine. Prime Minister also ordered that all the supply chain constraints, wherever they exist in the supply of this critical medicine, must be addressed. On the issue of oxygen shortage, Prime Minister said that all those medical oxygen plants which have been approved, the process of installation of these new oxygen plants must be sped up. Prime Minister was informed by officials that around 1 lakh oxygen cylinders will be made available to the states, the 12 high burden states as they are called, very soon, in next few days. That's the assurance that the Prime Minister has been given. And third, very clear directive from the Prime Minister on ramping up the vaccination production. Prime Minister gave specific directives that all efforts to utilize the national capacity to its optimal use, and that optimal utilization of the vaccine production must be speeded up. So all these critical issues. On the issue of ventilators also, Prime Minister reviewed the situation, and he has directed that all steps must be initiated to ensure that all these high burden states get all the required ventilators that they need now in this hour of crisis. So these are 4 very specific directives from the Prime Minister, but most importantly, stop the black marketing and misuse of remdesivir. That's the clear directive from the Prime Minister.
All right, Himanshu Shekhar reporting from the capital. Thanks. Well, talking about the capital, it's over 24,000 cases in Delhi in a day, has confirmed the Chief Minister. This After 1 week of night curfew, a whole day of a weekend curfew, the positivity rate now worryingly in the national capital is 24%. What that means is of every 4 people testing, 1 person has tested positive.
24,000 cases in 24 hours. That's around 1,000 cases on average every hour in Delhi. Positivity rate over 24%. The crisis in the capital is deepening.
मैं अभी अरुणा आसफली से आ रहा हूँ, वहाँ पे मुझे 3 बार इधर से उधर दौड़ाया गया, लेकिन उसके बाद पर्ची बनवाने के बाद यहाँ पे रेफर कर दिया गया।
अभी भी कोविड टेस्ट नहीं हुआ?
अभी भी कोविड टेस्ट नहीं हुआ और वहाँ पे भी कोविड टेस्ट नहीं हुआ।
वहाँ पे वो किट नहीं है, अवेलेबल नहीं है, किट्स
इमरजेंसी
अवेलेबल
में गया तो उन्होंने दूसरी जगह रेफर कर दिया, वहाँ से गया तो उन्होंने बोला पहले पर्ची बनवा के लेके आओ, पर्ची बनवा के लेके आया तो उन्होंने यहाँ रेफर कर दिया।
With cases increasing at alarming rate, the hospital beds are filling up fast. As of 5 p.m. on Saturday, 76% of COVID beds in Delhi were occupied, 90% of ventilator beds and 94% of ICU beds were occupied.
अगले 2-4 दिन के अंदर मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि 6,000 बेड्स और हम ऐड कर इस पूरे सिस्टम के अंदर ऐड करने में सक्षम होंगे।
The Delhi government has decided to set up temporary hospitals in Yamuna Sports Complex, Commonwealth Games Complex and other places to increase the bed capacity in the national capital. Around 6,000 COVID beds are expected to be added in the system in the coming days.
Not just beds, Delhi Chief Minister has also flagged shortage of oxygen and crucial medicines used in treatment of COVID-19.
उनको मैंने बताया कि किस तरह से दिल्ली के अंदर ऑक्सीजन की कमी हो रही है। अगर ऑक्सीजन की तुरंत सप्लाई दिल्ली में की जाए, और प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स में आज मुझे बताया गया है कि ज़्यादा कमी हो रही है, तो अगर ऑक्सीजन की सप्लाई तुरंत करवा दी जाए। और तीसरा मैंने उनको बताया कि रेमडेसिविर और टोसिलिजुमैब की काफ़ी किल्लत हो रही है, अगर वो मुहैया कराई जा सके।
But on the ground, there are complaints of shortage of other medicines as well. 70-year-old Chaman Gupta has visited a number of pharmacies looking for antiviral drug Fabiflu, but is yet to find it.
कल जब हर्षवर्धन जी ने कहा जब यहाँ दवाई टोटमी नहीं है, तो बेटीटमी नहीं है, तो मैं तो 2 केमिस्ट वालों से लड़ा कि मैंने भाई हर्षवर्धन जी ने बोला है कि तो दवाई टमी नहीं है, तो तुम तो दे नहीं रहे हो।
एक्चुअली में सर फेविफ्लू जो है ना, लगभग 15-20 दिन से हमारे पास शॉर्ट है। इससे पहले तो फेविफ्लू आ रहा था, लेकिन इतने केसेज आने लगे ना, डेली के लगभग 100-150 पेशेंट का पर्चा होता है।
With health infrastructure overburdened, experts are calling for drastic actions.
Unless you decrease the number of cases by taking aggressive action, the health system will not be able to absorb the huge number of cases that you're going to get. And this is creating a huge problem on the healthcare workers.
Beds, oxygen, medicines running short as cases rise to record levels. The capital is under weekend curfew, but is that enough to contain the rampaging virus? With Arvind Gunasekar and Saurabh Shukla in Delhi, Rohit Wellington for NDTV.
And if it's a shortage of COVID medicines in the capital, in Gurgaon, there's a shortage of testing facilities. Testing facilities are totally overwhelmed, and there's a 2-day wait list for anyone wanting to get a test done.
I'm standing at one of the drive-through COVID testing centers here in Gurgaon at Leisure Valley. Up until yesterday it was open. There were people who were also sharing as to how many people were driving into this area to get themselves tested. But today, as you can see, locks placed on these kiosks, drive-through areas.
वहाँ पे कॉल किया था, वहाँ पे तो वो कह रहे कि हम मतलब घर पे नहीं कर पाएंगे अभी हम। आप एक काम करो, लेजर वैली चले जाओ, वहाँ पे मतलब के कार के साथ आपका हो जाएगा।
My wife here, she has some symptoms of this COVID, but she's pregnant also, and we had taken up the case with many of the labs that if you can prioritize the things, but nobody is willing to respond. They are saying that they are overburdened with the things, and nothing seems to be in control right now.
फोन किया कई 3-4 जो जैसे पिकअप करते हैं नॉर्मली लैब, तो सबने कहा हमने पिकअप बंद किया हुआ 4-5 दिन से, क्योंकि हम लैब में मतलब हो नहीं पा रहा है, बड़ा बैकलॉग है। तो फिर हमने 2-3 जगह आसपास देखा, तो एक क्लिनिक था टेस्टिंग सेंटर, वहाँ बहुत बड़ी लाइनअप थी, इतनी भीड़ थी कि ऐसा लगा कि वहाँ जाएं तो पता नहीं टाइम भी कब आना है और कोरोना हो ही ना जाए, चाहे ना भी हो। फिर हम यहाँ आए वॉक इन थ्रू पे, तो यहाँ 4.5 घंटे की वेटिंग थी। हम गाड़ी में बैठे रहे, टेस्ट करवाया, कल 4 बजे हुआ, अभी 4 ही बज रहे हैं शायद, तो अभी तक ना कोई मैसेज आया SMS, ना उनकी ऑनलाइन रिपोर्ट है।
Also news about home collection being stopped, which is a lot of many people on social media taking to the internet to say that even home collections have been paused because labs are swamped with an overwhelming response, and they're clearly saying this to customers on the phone that they're overstretched and overburdened with so many incoming booking slots. But clearly a very unfortunate and very critical situation when it comes to getting yourself tested for COVID, an unprecedented health emergency after all. In Gurgaon, with camera person Pavan Kumar, Shanakshi Chakravarti, NDTV.
And in Ghaziabad, crematoriums are seeing unprecedented inflow of dead bodies. The situation has deteriorated so much that dead bodies are also waiting in line for their last rites.
दोबारा एक हफ्ते 4-5 दिन से लगभग जो है कोरोना का केस आने लगे हैं डेथ से।
हम लोग यहाँ तकरीबन 11:30 बजे करीब आए हैं, 11:30 पौने 12, और अब ये वक्त हो ही रहा है।
And the Shiv Sena says that the Maharashtra Chief Minister tried and was unable to speak to Prime Minister Modi to discuss the lack of oxygen cylinders for critically ill COVID patients in his state. According to the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray tried reaching Prime Minister Modi over the shortage of oxygen and Remdesivir, a drug for COVID-19 treatment, but he was told he was on a visit to pole-bound West Bengal. Now, hours after the Shiv Sena made this public, the Health Minister stepped in to do some damage control, tweeting that I've spoken with the Maharashtra Chief Minister and I have reassured him of adequate and uninterrupted supply of medical oxygen and all possible support, also saying that an additional 1,121 ventilators are being rushed to the state given the surge in cases. Meanwhile, voting was held in 45 assembly constituencies in West Bengal in the 5th phase on Saturday. There was a brisk voting throughout the day, long queues seen at many booths, with cases in the state at an all-time high. This was a phase held in the shadow of COVID, and there was in West Bengal's Vidhan Nagar constituency, BJP and Trinamool supporters clashing at the Sukanta Nagar polling booth, prompting a huge police force to rush to the area to control the situation. Both sides are blaming each other for the violence. And as you can see there, nobody wearing a mask. And in the midst of this fraught 5th day of polling in Bengal, Prime Minister Modi and the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee continue to cross swords ahead of the 6th phase.
कुछ बिहार में जो हुआ उस पर कल एक ऑडियो टेप आपने सुना होगा। वो ऑडियो टेप सुना क्या आपने? सुना? 5 लोगों की दुखद मृत्यु के बाद दीदी किस तरह राजनीति कर रही है, ये इस ऑडियो टेप के अंदर साफ साफ खुल गया है, सामने आता है। इस ऑडियो में कुछ बिहार के टीएमसी नेता को कहा जा रहा है कि मारे गए लोगों के शवों के साथ रैली निकालो। दीदी, वोट बैंक के लिए कहां तक जाएगी आप?
নরেন্দ্র মোদী মানে একজন মিথ্যাবাদী প্রাইম মিনিস্টার আছে, শুধু মিথ্যে কথা বলে বলে আর ধোঁকা দিয়ে দিয়ে রাজ্যে রাজ্যে দাঙ্গা বাজাচ্ছে, কোভিড ছড়িয়ে দিয়েছে, একটা কাজ করতে পারে না।
And ironically, even as he's been criticized for going ahead with the campaigning in the middle of the 2nd phase, while campaigning in Asansol in West Bengal today, the Prime Minister said he was elated to see the size of the crowds that had gathered to hear him speak.
मैं आज आपको एक शिकायत करना चाहता हूं, करूं? आपके खिलाफ है शिकायत, करूं? बुरा तो नहीं मानोगे ना? लेकिन मेरी शिकायत जरा देखिए। देखिए, मैं यहां 2 बार आया हूं लोकसभा के चुनाव में। जब मैं प्रधानमंत्री बनना था और मैं आपसे वोट मांगने आया था, बाबुल जी के लिए वोट मांगने आया था, लेकिन पहले जब आया तब तो मेरे लिए वोट मांगता था। फिर भी 1/4 लोग भी नहीं थे सभा में। आज चारों तरफ मैंने ऐसी सभा पहली बार देखी है जी, पहली बार देखी है। अब बताइए मेरी शिकायत मीठी है कि कड़वी है? आज आपने ऐसा दम दिखा दिया है, ऐसी ताकत दिखा दी है। मैं जहां देख सकता हूं मुझे लोग ही लोग दिखते हैं, बाकी कुछ दिखता ही नहीं है। क्या क्या कमाल कर दिया आप लोगों ने।
Welcome back. The BJP and the Jan Sena in Andhra Pradesh are demanding the countermanding of the Tirupati Lok Sabha by-polls. They're alleging bogus voting on a massive scale. Videos put out by the Telugu Desam and the BJP suggest that people from other areas have been mobilized and brought in vehicles to cast fake votes by impersonating others. Women, they say, apparently mobilized in large numbers, according to the BJP candidate Ratnaprabha, who was formerly Chief Secretary of Karnataka and joined the party recently. Supporters of the TDP candidate Panabaka Lakshmi have also shared videos of her catching people who they claim catching them red-handed. And the police have been seen sending away suspected voters without detaining them for questioning. All this, they say, caught on camera.
This is a very big area of BJP sympathizers, Janasena sympathizers, educated people, and we could see a lot of people from outside coming, rigging, trying to do fake double voting. When they saw us, they all ran away. We are demanding a repoll in this entire 3 polling stations, because in the absence of our polling agents, how can fair and smooth election be held?
And popular Tamil comedian and actor Vivek died on Saturday, early on Saturday, breaking the hearts of thousands of fans over 2 generations who he has entertained with comedies that often carried a social message and social commentary. He was 59. He was admitted to hospital after collapsing with a cardiac arrest.
This was actor Vivek urging people to get their COVID vaccine just one day before he collapsed with a heart attack. Doctors have clarified that the 59-year-old had a 100% block in a heart vessel, and his death early on Saturday had nothing to do with his taking the COVID vaccine jab on Thursday. Like in this video asking people to vote, actor Vivek used the popularity he earned with brilliant performances as a comedian in films over 30 years to spread awareness on health and social issues. Even his punch dialogues and very popular comedy track in films often had a social message. Rajnikant tweeted that his days of shooting with Vivek for the film Sivaji were unforgettable. Just recently, this is how Vivek had congratulated Rajni on the Dadasaheb Phalke honor, mimicking the superstar's style. Kamal tweeted that Vivek believed duty of an actor extends beyond acting and gave back to society, pointing out that he was a follower of APJ Abdul Kalam and was a green warrior. Vivek acted in 220 films and has entertained audiences along with educating them, as A.R. Rahman put it. Vivek brought laughter into the lives of his fans, but has left them in tears. Uma Sudhir, NDTV.